loves, it's Devon and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, me and my fiance are trying to conceive baby number 3. We already have a 4-year-old daughter and a 1-year-old daughter. She will be 16 months here now in May. So, sorry, I had to think about that, that's so bad. So today I wanted to go over my ovulation tests and their line progression and what cycle day I got my peak. I normally have a 34-day cycle, and I think today, I think I'm on, let me see. I think I'm on either cycle day 25 or 26 out of a 34-day cycle. Normally I have a 34 to a 36-day cycle, which is the most normal that it's ever been for me, so I will take it. I wanted to talk about the ovulation tests that I prefer and the ones that I have been using this cycle. So the first ones are Amazon cheapies, and they are the Clinical Guard ovulation test strip. I absolutely love these. I've been using them since we were trying to conceive our 1-year-old, and it actually took us 13 months to conceive her. With these Clinical Guard tests, I love them because they're extremely sensitive. The lines are dark, and you can actually see a difference day by day in the results. So I love these. I'm extremely sad because I'm almost out, and when I try looking on Amazon for them, it says that they don't know when they'll be back in stock or if they ever will be. So I'm pretty devastated. With that being said, I did opt for the thermometer ovulation tests. Again, they're an Amazon cheapie. I'm not sure how I feel about them yet, just because they aren't as sensitive as the Clinical Guard. So if you're looking for a line progression and you want to see that test line getting darker each cycle day, these test strips are definitely not for you. The control line is extremely dark, and it almost feels like you're never gonna see the test line get as dark as the control line. I did get it, but it felt like it was never gonna happen. So if we don't get pregnant this cycle, my review is still in the works because I'm not sure how I feel. The last test that I took is the Clear Blue ovulation, and I got the advanced connection. The only difference between the advanced and the connection is the advanced, it just shows the smiley face or the empty smiley face. And the connection, you can connect it to their app through Bluetooth. When it's ready to sync, it just pops up a little asterisk next to your result, and that means that it's ready to sync to your phone. Which this cycle, if I'm being honest, I have not even utilized that feature. Just because we jumped into this cycle on the whim, and we happened to catch our fertility window, which is amazing, because if you would have asked me if I got that lucky with the last 2 pregnancies, yeah, no. So I don't even know how that happened. It feels like it's meant to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and get into the test strips. So the pink ones are the thermometer and the blue ones are the Clinical Guard. So let me see here if I can show you. Sorry guys, I'm on my phone, so I'm trying to figure out like why it won't let me switch the camera view. If I have to, I'll just kind of try and like hold them up and see if that works. If not, I'll try to insert a picture. So this is cycle day 19, and this is the thermometer, and it's really low. And then on cycle day 20, this is the Clinical Guard one. And again, like, it's getting darker, but it's still really low. And then on cycle day 21, you can actually see the line, and stop calling me crazy. So it's getting darker, still negative, but it's getting darker. So, and also as you can see, like, we're already on cycle day 21 and I don't have a peak result. I ovulate late in my cycle. So on cycle day 22, This is the morning. I took 2. This is the first day that I started taking 2. And you'll see why here in a minute. So it started getting darker. Sorry guys, I don't know if you could see that. There you go. So it's getting darker. So before I show you the PM test result, the reason that I started taking more than 1 test a day once I started noticing the line getting darker is because when I was trying to conceive my second baby, I had missed a couple fertile windows because my results changed from morning to evening, and I didn't know that. I honestly thought that they worked like pregnancy tests and you just take 1 in the morning and that was it, but that is not the case at all. So here is, again, cycle day 22, but here is the PM. You see how dark it is? So now it's a high result, not peak, but it's high. And that day I also took a Clear Blue advanced digital ovulation test, and it didn't come up with a peak, but it came up high. So it came up with a blinking, flashing smiley face. Blinking, flashing, just blinking. And then on cycle day 23, I used the thermometer, and guys, it's getting darker. Like a lot darker. This is so good for the thermometer. And then on cycle day 24, this is the darkest it had been for me, but I was just glad that it was progressing. Honestly, more than glad, I was like extremely shocked. And then on cycle day 25 is when I got my peak result on all 3 tests. So here's the clinical guard. You can see that the test line is darker than the control line. Here is the thermometer. I was so proud of this test, you guys. And then for the Clear Blue digital, I got my solid smiley. And if you aren't familiar with the Clear Blue advanced digital ovulation tests, when you get your peak result, it'll stay lit on the screen for 48 hours, basically telling you do not need to take another test that cycle. What you need to do is focus on baby dancing for the next 48 hours. And who wants to waste those tests? If I'm being honest, they're super expensive. I try to only use them to confirm results that I'm unsure of on the test strips, because for the 20 count, it was $40 for the box. And unless you happen to find somebody on Amazon to just get the test strips alone and not the whole brand new box with a whole new reader, you're gonna be paying $40 like every other month. It's crazy, especially if you have an irregular cycle like I did with my first 2 pregnancies. I was going through those tests like crazy, and honestly, monthly, when we started getting desperate, like once we hit the 6-month mark and passed our first milestone, I don't even want to call it milestone, like, so with my oldest, it took us 6 months, and once we passed that time frame with trying to conceive our second baby, we went into panic mode, and we're like, what's going on? And we started taking the Clear Blue every day just to try and catch my fertile window. So I definitely recommend using the test strips first, or even just like a cheaper digital brand of ovulation tests until you're ready to confirm that it's either high fertility or your peak result in your fertility window, because it will add up quickly. So now that I've gone over that, I'm not sure how often I'm going to be uploading the trying to conceive videos. I think I'm just gonna kind of keep like winging it and going with, what I feel I need to upload, just because in the beginning we don't know the results we're gonna get. So yeah, I think the next video that I'll go ahead and upload will be a live pregnancy test, and hopefully we find out that I'm pregnant. In the past, so with my oldest, I found out super early. I found out at 9 DPO, and I think I was like 3 weeks, 6 days. It was something insane. It was so crazy. And I got like, my first sign of being pregnant was morning sickness. Like I was sick all the time with her by the 4th week. It was horrible, and my whole pregnancy. So with my second baby, I found out at 10 DPO. I honestly thought I wasn't pregnant because I didn't find out at 9 DPO with her. But it's a good thing I kept testing. I mean, I know eventually I would have found out that I was pregnant with her, but I found out at 10 DPO. So I think what I'm going to do is once I hit 9 DPO, then I will start taking pregnancy tests. I probably won't make a separate video for each live pregnancy test if they're negative at that point. What I'll do is I'll do like a compilation of me taking all those pregnancy tests and the days past ovulation. Also, I've noticed that a lot of women like to know the symptoms days past ovulation, if any at all. So I may or may not, I'm not sure yet, do a video going over my symptoms each day past ovulation, and we'll see. So yeah, well guys, that's it for this video. If you're interested in going through this journey with me, or if you are on this journey yourself, please stay tuned, turn on your notification bell. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks guys.